One, two, a one, two, three. Hey everyone, welcome back to Music with Ryan. Thank you for joining me. This week we're going to take a look at a classic gospel and blues tune here, Jesus on the Mainline in the key of G. I've written up two arrangements for it, a beginning, very straight ahead, and more of an intermediate arrangement where we start to get more expressive and embellish that melody a little bit. Now there's a handful of different ways you can kind of play this tune, the chord progression, depending on what style you're doing it in. It's kind of a blues and gospel tune. I chose Ralph Stanley's version, so of course it's kind of very straight ahead Bluegrass version here, 1-4-1-5 chord progression. There's other versions out there like Ry Cooder's version's very popular, and he adds a minor chord there and kind of changes the chord progression just a little bit. So just know that if you're playing this song with others, there's a couple different ways to do that chord progression, and I chose it for this lesson, straight ahead Bluegrass, and got those two arrangements for you to work on, all right? So if you want to access the full-length lesson, as this just a preview, click the link down there below in the description box. It will shoot you onto my website. You can access this lesson will come with over 50 minutes of video, downloadable PDF tabs, and 4 audio backing tracks to help you work your speed up, all right? Now, if you really like the way I teach and approach learning, like my song selection, like this bluegrass, old-time gospel stuff, I've got tons of lessons at the site like this. Learn about being a premier member for a monthly, quarterly, or yearly fee. You can access this lesson and over 350 videos just like it, plus all 3 of my courses. Give it a look if you feel like I might be a good fit for you as an instructor. For now, we're going to start walking through the first few measures. Jesus on the Main Line, key of G, first arrangement. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. All right, let's go ahead and start walking through Jesus on the Main Line here in the key of G. I'm going to go through these first 3 measures or put them up on the screen here. And remember, the markings below the staff are pick directions, so the staples are downs and the V's are up, and that's very important for executing the arrangement cleanly and up to speed. And yeah, I'm going to play these first 3 and we'll break them on down. Starts on beat 3, so that first measure is a pickup. Okay, so it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. All right, so the first measure again starts on beat 3. Those first 2 markings are quarter note rests, okay? Little squiggly lines there. And those are each at, again, quarter note. And we start on the open B. A little 8th note run. This is a nice little pickup you can always use. If you're having that melody start on the D note there, this is a nice little pickup. But open B string, 2nd fret G, open G, 2nd fret D. Okay? Just kind of right out of the major pentatonic scale there, G major pentatonic. And then the second measure, we got an open D, that's a quarter note. And then we got we have some 8th notes here, and we have a little syncopation, okay? And once we kind of go through this once, we won't go through it again, but we want to make sure we understand the syncopation here. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4. That's the measure exactly. And so we got a quarter note, and then 2 8th notes. And then you see it's tied over to the next 8th note, and it's in parentheses. So we don't play the note in parentheses. You notice there's no pick direction below it as well. It's tied over to. So we have a tied note. 1, 2, and 3, and. So we play on the and of beat 3 next. 1, 2, and 3, and then 2nd fret on the D, quarter note there. little syncopation there. Again, that note is tied over 2. We don't play it. You certainly could, but I felt like the melody, the way I kind of transcribe the melody, how it bounces, I felt like that syncopation, that tied note needed to be there to kind of reflect that, the melody. All right, and we'll see it again here down the line as well. And then we go on to the third measure, and it's 2 open G notes, 2 quarter notes. And then we're going to strum a G chord, okay? So we can just play your regular old G. Doesn't matter too much if you have the full G or kind of more traditional G, but either one's fine. I have marked this one. And it's 3 and 4. Okay, just strumming to fill up that measure. Again, this is kind of a Carter style or beginning flat picking, kind of meshing the two together. We have some elements of both, and we got to fill up some space with some strumming. 3 and 4. And again, I'm just strumming those highest sounding 3 strings as what's notated. I finger my whole chord, of course, just in case I hit some wrong strings or overtone purposes as well. So let me play those first 3 measures again. So 1, 2. 3 and 4. 1, 2. 3 and 4. A little quicker one time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Cool. There's the first 3 measures. We'll see that stuff again down the line. Let's throw the next 3 up on the screen. 4, 5, and 6, and they sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, go. All right, so you get a little flat picking lick here in measure 4. Certainly, we start on the 2nd fret G and slide to the 4th fret, and then 3rd fret B, back to 4th fret G. So those are all 8th notes. 1 and 2 and then a little double stop, just quarter notes on right where you're at. 3rd on the B, 4 on the G, and then back to 2nd fret G. So 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And if you're not familiar with that little position or shape, I strongly encourage you to get familiar. It's very common in the style of playing, and any kind of acoustic guitar really is getting into these double stops. Double stop being these 2 notes played at the same time. And just this kind of move, shifting up and shifting down, because I'm going to use that 2nd finger to go up and down on that G string. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Then going forward here, we're just going to fill it up, measure 5, with a little strumming, kind of an alternate bass strumming. Open G, strum, open D, strum. So just, again, an alternate bass strumming pattern, really. Then we go to the C chord. And we play 2nd fret D, which you're there if you got your C chord in place. And then open G twice. And then 2 8th notes here. Open G, 2nd fret D. Jesus on. Let me put all 3 of those measures together now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 2, ready, go. Alright, so now let me put together the first 6 measures. You can kind of hear it go by a little bit. So I'm going to start at the top and just play those first 6 measers. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Alright, so yeah, that's the first 6 measures there. And we'll see a lot of this stuff again. And let's move forward when you're ready. 2, 1, 2, 3.